It's been a good year for the Los Angeles Water Polo Club, winners of medals at many of the major championships in 2010. Here's a closer look at what this club is all about.
It's a club that's been established for a while. Rich Corso established it back in the mid-90s when it was the Harvard Water Polo Foundation, and it grew in the early 2000s into Los Angeles Water Polo Club when we started expanding to different satellites. And I think it just has such a rich tradition in history, and a success at both the age group level and at the Premier League level, that anybody who becomes a part of it, really feels like they belong to something.
Call ourselves an elite, large club in the U.S. water polo system. We basically have around 300 athletes, male and female, that play for us, and we play in all the high-level competitions, Cal Cup competitions in the off-season. In season, we're U.S. Club Championships, JOs. We usually win lots of medals. We're usually a very high-level ranking club, and we also have lower-level age groups as well that make sure that they're enjoying the sport, learning the sport, and they go back and they produce well for their high schools, and many of our kids go off and play in colleges.
So it's a club where you bring coaches and kids from all over the place who really truly love water polo, and it becomes their lives, and we're all really dedicated to it, so it's a really great club.
One of the major pluses for LA Water Polo are the coaches. From former national team athletes to high-level college coaches, LA Water Polo has their ranks packed with water polo expertise.
You have some pretty high-level coaches everywhere, and I think that's what the kids come here for. They come based on the fact that you've got these high coaches. You've got coaches that have seen it all. They've played overseas. They've played locally. They've taken teams overseas. They've coached locally. They win at every level, and I think when you win at every level, the kids trust the coaches, and they like learning from us.
The coaches are probably my favorite part because they've made it pretty far in their careers, and they definitely are teaching you high-level water polo.
Well, knowing that they've played at this highest level, it kind of like pushed me a little farther, like, wow, if they can do it, maybe I can. I just got to work my hardest to get up there and play at that level.
I know that all the drills that they're giving to us, they have done themselves and have worked for themselves, and I think when I listen to the coaches, I think, okay, if I want to be a coach one day, would I use this drill? And I definitely would. I think they really love what they're doing, and I think all the players really respect them.
It's pretty amazing. They just help you so much, and you work on your game, and they can pull you over in the middle of practice. That's what I really like, is they take you out and they instruct one person at a time, and even if it stops practice, they just help you.
In all honesty, the club is huge, both in numbers and geographically. They are called LA Water Polo, but that might better sum up the county rather than the city. Stretching west towards Thousand Oaks, east towards Pasadena, and then well into the South Bay, the club covers a lot of territory and offers a massive satellite practice setup to accommodate all of their athletes.
It's a big benefit, I think, to our membership, in that they don't have to drive too far if they don't want to, but if they do, there's opportunities to train, like I said, 5 to 7 days a week.
It's really great because if I want to play all week, I can go to Harvard Westlake, and because they have different nights, and I can go from here, and there's so many different satellite trainings, and I think it's just incredible.
With winning comes great expectations, and every time an LA Water Polo club steps on deck, no matter boys or girls, 18s or 12s, they are aiming for a title, a goal that breeds confidence.
It's really a great feeling because you want to push yourself that extra bit to be able to win the tournament, and you know that it's within your sights, and it's really a great feeling. And I think that the coaches feel that way, the players feel that way, and we all kind of come together to make that final push to try and win the tournaments.
Yeah, it's incredible. I just love that feeling, and it's even kids that are on the bench, if you're on the bench or in the water, you're just so excited and happy, and everyone's going crazy, and it's so wonderful.
So many practice sites and so many members, there could be a chance the club isn't quite as cohesive as others, but they work hard to make sure that everyone involved feels like part of the team.
I think you'll notice if you go to a lot of U.S. Club Championships, JOs, a lot of the big tournaments, as soon as the team's done, they go support another team. If they have a night game, they'll come support the little kids at the morning games.
We're all part of one club. We're all kind of like one team, so we all have that friendship between us.
Anybody who becomes a part of it, really feels like they belong to something, and I think that's why the kids are saying the pride they feel by putting on the jacket, because they can see, some of the guys they look up to, some current and past national team players and Olympians wearing the same jacket, working for the club, playing for the club, and it gives them something to really look up to and shoot for. It really is like one big family.
LA Water Polo is a place for big-time water polo, but judging by their athletes, it's also a great club to be a part of.
LA Water Polo is a great combination of hard work but also fun, and I think that's something that I've always loved about playing water polo, is when you need to work hard, we will work hard. We will do swim sets. We will have really hard games. But when it's time to have fun, we'll have kickoffs during the summer, and the coaches hang out with you at tournaments, and we blast music on the weekends. It's a great environment, and the kids who go through LA Water Polo really, I think, attribute all their success to the club.